Talisman Harry Kane steps up and knocks it away. Those are the guys that you want taking those moments because they really can swing a match in your favor.
I just know from my experience, when you're at these type of clubs and you're looking to do well domestically, the FA Cup, Colchester is the next round. You get through that, then all of a sudden you keep away from the big boys. You start thinking about Wembley and getting to a cup final.
Again, the winner of this one at Colchester. Thought we were in Louisville at the Kentucky Derby there for a moment. Quite an introduction and reception. Here's the starting 11 for the home side.
Cassius Michael, he captains the team and he's had 6 clean sheets. His father won this competition 3 times. There's been a slight change. Danny Simpson comes in. He's had experience with Queen's Park Rangers and Newcastle. This is where I think Leicester can get a hold of the game. Don't be surprised if Nathan Dyer and the new signing Gray from Birmingham will push forward and support the lone striker. But Leicester got Swiss international. Ilya, he's a player that's very comfortable on the ball, number 33. He can push forward. And Andy King, the Welsh international, will be that screen in there. They've got players that can defend, but they've got pace on the flanks to get forward.
As for Tottenham, they thrashed Sunderland 4-1 over the weekend. They started down 1-0 and then got 4 unanswered. Here's how they begin.
Yeah, and as Warren mentioned earlier, Michel Vorm comes in goal. His 4th start of the season. Eric Dyer is pushing back to center back, has been playing in midfield alongside Dele Alli. We're going to see him as a center back today. Kyle Walker on the right. In midfield, Bentaleb, the Algerian international, alongside the English youth international, Tom Carroll. And then up front, Eriksson, 2 goals at the weekend against Sunderland. Lamela and Chadley, a really dynamic middle 3. And up front, the summer signing from Leverkusen, Son, who has 4 goals this season.
And if needed, big number 10, Harry Kane, sitting on the bench for Tottenham. Managers meeting at midfield. 2 highly respected personalities.
And both coaches, and we speak to both Freud a lot about Pochettino, enjoying their job, involving themselves with the younger players, getting the best out of the players that they have. The fans appreciate that with the coaches. They understand that bringing fringe players in that maybe not used to playing at the highest level, getting the best out of them. People like this Polish player, very talented player, set pieces, watch out for him. He got a goal at White Hart Lane.
Yeah, and many felt that Nigel Pearson didn't deserve to go from Leicester City. And so when Ranieri got that job and he came in, it was all kind of a lot of expectations on him and what would he deliver. And the way that this team has really gone from strength to strength and been playing some of the most exciting football in the Premier League this season. They've been a real joy to watch.
I tell you from me, Tottenham have always been a cup competition. That's really where they've made their history, and the FA Cup in particular, always finishing in 1. But now Pochettino's given them this still and belief, not only to do it in Europa, they do it domestically, also in the FA Cup. So now they're used as a club that are winning in all competitions where really they've always been a club competition, a cup competition.
The Foxes, they've been to 4 FA Cup finals, runners-up every time, yet to win it.
Name me one player that's played for both.
Did Casey Kelly play?
Good man, I'll give you another one, Gary Lineker.
I tried, my friend. I tried, my friend. Tottenham 4th in the EPL. Leicester City 2nd in the EPL, but it's all about the FA Cup. We'll see at halftime. For the call, Gary Taphouse, Dean Ashton.
So away we go. It's Groundhog Day for these 2 sides, meeting for the 7th time in 13 months. All of the last 6 have been very close. 2 draws, 2 Leicester wins, 2 Spurs wins, all by just a single goal. Spurs in the white jerseys haven't lost a domestic away match since the opening weekend of the season. Whilst Leicester have lost just once at home all season. So it will be a know the prediction here. Certainly City felt they should have won the original tie. Remember, they did beat Spurs in the FA Cup last season. Ball given away to Demarai Gray on his home debut, looking to whip the ball into Ajoa. He's starting on the left side, and then down goes Inlet, and Leicester have the first free kick. We can get a word from the man alongside me, a former FA Cup finalist in Dean Ashton.
Well, the first thing you don't want to do is the Tottenham side away from home, and Eric Dyer did it, is give the ball away needlessly, especially to a player like Demarai Gray with his pace, and early chance for Leicester to put a good delivery in, which they showed at White Hart Lane they can be dangerous from.
Of course, it was Demarai Gray that took the corner from which Leicester scored their equaliser, and he's over this free kick. Too deep though, straight through to Michel Vorm, just what he would have wanted. An early touch of the ball for the Spurs keeper.
There's nothing more frustrating than a poor delivery. You will get set up inside the box, you know your drills, you've been told it before the game where you're meant to run, and then the delivery's that poor and comes to nothing.
Frustrating for the strikers, even more for the centre-backs. They've got a 70-yard dash back into position. Here's Bentaleb. Now Dyer. Spurs fans in good voice. Carroll. Oh, Walker sold Carroll a bit short there. Throw to Leicester City. Disappointed at the weekend to only draw with the Premier League's bottom club Aston Villa. Took the lead, missed the penalty, conceded a soft goal. And they are second in the Premier League table. Spurs fourth. Looking back to Eric Dyer. There's the Austrian Kevin Wimmer. Bentaleb.
Again, very much like the first tie, fullbacks like this, Walker being able to get up high.
Into Lamela, good first touch, away by Vasilevsky, then by Chilwell. Young left back, recently returned from the loan spell. Started the original tie and tonight. Carroll. Chance for Dyer to move through the gears, the man on loan from Swansea City. Davis for Spurs, can't keep it in.
Oh, but that early half chance there for Lamela, that's come from Walker, striding down, almost playing like a winger, and they did that at White Hart Lane. They didn't make the most of it, and they got down the sides. The delivery, Son wasn't really his toes as Harry Kane would be, but again I think we'll see that as Bentaleb and Carroll just sit back into the back line. But you need delivery, you need someone like him making the runs into the box.
Insurance policy, Harry Kane, and there's Leicester's Jamie Vardy, two of the top scorers in the Premier League available just in case. Vardy, of course, not available for the original tie because he had keyhole groin surgery, but returned to play in the league against Spurs 3 days later. What a season he is having the sort of season that Harry Kane had last year. Home debut for this young man who cost £3.7 million from Birmingham. Leicester taking the chance when others decided not to, but he showed in the original tie that he could be an explosive talent. Tottenham feel they are due a bit of a a run in this FA Cup. The last 3 years, they'd lost at this stage once, and the fourth round stage twice. They're bitterly disappointed to fall off the first hurdle in this competition. They already have in the League Cup, went out to Arsenal. Oh, look how quickly Drinkwater was in there. Great determination and tenacity. Tottenham escape is Eriksen. Out to Walker. Different sort of test for Chilwell with the pace of Walker bombing at him. Bentaleb spent much of the season injured. Only half a dozen appearances this season, but gets a chance from the start tonight.
Well, I mentioned just before the game about him, Bentaleb and Carroll obviously both being left-footed. But subconsciously, they'll both want to receive the ball on that left side, and will that leave a gap then for Leicester to exploit in the middle of the park?
Lamela looking to flip it out to Eriksen. Didn't quite go according to plan. It's a very fluid three behind Son. This is where Drinkwater very quickly closed down Bentaleb.
But what a great starting position from Michel Vorm. He wasn't dawdling on his 6-yard box watching the play. He was up on the edge of his box, anticipating that sort of mistake.
He's taken on his game again to another level this season, Danny Drinkwater. Absolutely terrific. Benaloan with the back pass to Kasper Schmeichel. Towards Ajoa. Gets a good flick to Gray. Drinkwater looking for Ajoa. Dyer with the clearance near post. Out to King. There's Claudio Ranieri, who took Chelsea to the FA Cup final in 2002. Lost to Arsenal at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff, whilst Wembley was being rebuilt. It was a great run that year for Chelsea. Does have success in other countries in the domestic cup competitions. Won the Italian Cup with Fiorentina and the Spanish Cup with Valencia, but both of those were a long time ago. Of course, in that cup run for Chelsea, they beat Tottenham on the way to the final. Thumping win, as I recall, 4-0. Shadley. Walker. Walker against Chilwell. He's got it through his legs towards the other fullback, Davis. Both of them high up the pitch. Walker to Nasser Shadley. Benaloan drawn wide here. All safely in the arms of Schmeichel.
Well, they're just so narrow, Leicester, at the moment. Both Gray and Dyer are tucked right in alongside the three midfielders. It's making it very easy for Tottenham to switch the play, get their fullbacks into the game.
Good flick on again by Ajoa to Dyer. Drinkwater. Gray. Good touch from Gray, although he wasn't helped by the pass. Just as in the first game, we've seen both Tottenham fullbacks high up the pitch, providing the width. Leicester can't say they haven't been warned.
But there's not many clubs where the fans would allow them to sit off as much as this at home. But I think they know that is just the way Leicester play. They like to hit teams on the counter-attack with the pace that they've got in the team. Not too worried about possession.
Walker. We saw Danny Rose wearing the armband for the first time for Spurs in the original tie. Now Kyle Walker has it. Son to Eriksson. Villa. Carroll. A lot of starts recently. Eriksson lets it run through his legs to Davis. Eriksson again. Carroll looking for Shadley. Back to Eriksson now. Carroll, Drinkwater has pitched it. Past a lot of grey, that ball from Ulloa. Looking to assert themselves here, Spurs. Wide by Nabil Bentaleb to Walker, on for Son. Christian Eriksen not able to take that in his stride. Here's the man who didn't think he was playing tonight, Danny Simpson. Great. Two of them end up on the deck, but Anthony Taylor happy for play to go on.
It's obviously something that Leicester are happy for Tottenham to do, is get the ball wide to their full-backs. Maybe they feel they can deal with any deliveries that are put into the box with Vasilevsky and Beneloan. As soon as they get into this sort of area, they're tight.
Son, Eriksson first time. Well, you know he's more than capable of finding the target from there. We'd be disappointed with that one.
Yeah, that's what he does though, Eriksson. He just wanders into really good areas and follows the play up. It's a lovely pull back from Son. See what he's trying to do, just open his body up and side foot it into that far corner. Maybe power would have been better into that near post.
Three and three for Eriksson. Twice he scored in the 4-1 win over Sunderland at the weekend, having scored the opener in the original tie against Leicester. Well, he thought he was getting a rest tonight. Danny Simpson wasn't even on the bench, but with that man, Richard Delatte, suffering a back problem in the warm-up, he was drafted into action, even though he wasn't even named amongst the subs originally. Villa to Davis. Leicester very much playing like the away side here. Get through a lot of running, Ulloa. Davis. Putting that straight against Dyer.
He's pretty much following exactly the same pattern as the first tie. Tottenham being allowed to have as much possession as they want in their own half, and then Leicester trying to nick it once they get into the attacking half.
So Pochettino, this side have had over 3/4 of the possession. As you say, very similar to what we saw at White Hart Lane. So they haven't troubled Schmeichel once yet. Diagonal from Wimmer. Son to Walker. Carroll. Son again. Drinkwater for Leicester, out to Gray. Foul on Drinkwater. Leicester will look to capitalise on these set pieces. First one was disappointing from Gray.
I think this is what Danny Drinkwater's added to his game, is being more of a driving thrust from midfield, being more of a box-to-box midfielder than he was last season, where he seemed to sit very much deep in the midfield.
King back to Vasilevsky. Now Simpson. Inlet. Some talk of him maybe going out on loan. Lack of Premier League action. Shows how much Leicester have come on. The captain of Switzerland barely gets a look in. Simpson. Benalouin. Lovely switch for play out to Gray. Chadley offside.
Chadley playing more as the centre forward at the moment. Son's come out to the left-hand side. Lamela to the right. Just showing that interchange whenever they really want to change positions. See if they can get joy in different positions.
Son. Chadley. Eriksson back to Son. Lamela goes in. Tackle by Gray. Had to get the ball there and did. And this is Ojoa. Wanted to get the free kick there. Here comes Spurs again. Vasilevsky took it virtually from the palms of his own goalkeeper. Eriksson. And he just about rescued the corner there. Schmeichel. Well taken by Ojoa. He's already won quite a lot in the air. Exactly what his manager would have wanted. Drinkwater. Inlet. Vasilevsky. Simpson. Dyer. Oh, pulled back blatantly by Davis. He'll do well to escape a booking for that. Cynical.
That's going to be an interesting battle between Dyer and Davis, obviously former teammates at Swansea. They know a lot about each other. He'll know what attributes Dyer has. And that's just a silly yellow card to give away with cover from Bentaleb. Long way to go on a yellow card.
When he's in full flow, you wonder why Swansea decided to let him go out on loan, to be honest. Inler with the ball in, towards Ojoa. Comes out to Danny Drinkwater. Chilwell. Now Gray. Super ball in that time. Davis heads away. With an anywhere will do type of clearance. Gunnar with the back pass. Son. Bentaleb making his 50th start for Spurs, putting it straight out of play. Not to expect too much straight away from Demarai Gray, but looks a bit of a steal really. Claudio Ranieri paying less than £4 million for a 19-year-old with such talent. He felt that Leicester offered a style of play that suited his game the best.
Obviously, we're playing Ulloa as that lone striker rather than Vardy. Yes, he holds the ball up well. You need runners off him at the moment. Dyer and Gray just aren't high enough to get onto the flick-ons or the knockdowns. Whereas obviously Jamie Vardy gives you that raw pace in the channels.
Lovely ball by Ericsson. Nicely guided down as well. Benallouin has to shovel that behind for a corner.
You think eventually, if Tottenham keep being allowed to spray it out wide and make the most of these opportunities, that they will go on and score a goal. Seems strange that Leicester would be so narrow, knowing that threat.
Tottenham have scored the most goals from set pieces in the Premier League. 9. Ericsson goes short. Davis.
Too sure that was meant for your left back to be striking the ball from there when you've got Wimmer and Dyer in the box. Bit of a waste for me.
Someone who's regularly on the score sheet, to say the least. King. Joa to Gray. Joa managed to beat the offside there. Drinkwater. Come on, Leicester. Here's the cry around the King Power Stadium. Haven't really seen too much from their side in the final third so far. Goals have dried up a little bit for the Foxes. Ranieri fuming about the decision to award the throw-in to Tottenham.
Well, I know one thing, if I was him, I'd be telling my players, and that's to get the ball as quickly as possible to Nathan Dyer and get him to run 1v1 v Ben Davis, already on that yellow card.
Yeah, seems a bit of a no-brainer, really. Here's Wimmer finding Davis. Here's Eric Dyer. Ericsson dropping very deep to affect the play. It's given away by Kyle Walker. Scrappy. They await the first real meaningful opportunity, really. Walker. Son. Oh, there's Gray tracking back. Doesn't need to be told to do that.
No, but if Chilwell has to go out to Walker, close the gap, then Gray has to follow runners, and that's good defensive work from a young man.
Second corner for Tottenham. First was a bit of a disappointment. In by Eriksson. Second isn't much better. Dyer heads away. Eriksson again. Didn't get the contact he wanted there at all. Davis. Eriksson. Inlet, very calmly done. And a good ball out to Gray. Now King. Gray again. Joa to King. Super ball from Andy King. Now could Leicester profit from this? Chilwell. He's got the free kick in the central area.
It's the first real quality passage of play we've seen from Leicester, and how good they are on the break when they get it right. I don't think there was much contact, but it's a really good run from Chilwell to commit defenders. A real opportunity now.
Well, that's got the Foxes fans smiling. Real chance to test form here. Neither goalkeeper has had anything to do so far. Vasilevsky and Inler. Two players over the ball. Make that just Inler now. Important to get this on target. It is Inlet, and it is on target, but Vorm took up a great position, and it's a routine save.
Well, it's a game of bluff, and he's hoping that Vorm takes that big step to the right. Tries to curl it into the left-hand side of Vorm's goal, but Vorm doesn't fall for it. It's an easy save.
Scored a club goal since November 2014. Inlet, that was for Napoli. Free kick goes against Son Heung-min. A lot to quicken the pulses of the Tottenham fans so far. They've had it pretty good away from home, no defeat since losing at Manchester United on the opening day of the season in domestic football. Very few disappointments on the road for these supporters. Plenty of them are here tonight. It is a special atmosphere here at the King Power. They've really moved it up a notch or two in the last year, the Leicester fans. Carroll. What a good ball that is, out to Walker. Well blocked by Chilwell.
Again, I'd have to say, like the first tie, have Tottenham really made the most of the opportunities from wide areas? I'd have to say no. Haven't really made any dangerous chances or opportunities for the forwards.
Third corner for Spurs, Lamela this time. King heads away. Davis, will he have a go again? Well, no nearer this time.
Well, the first one wasn't great. Again, never convinced, but just look at them Leicester players, how quickly they get out and press. That's what they're all about, in and around their own box. The intensity to close down.
Bit of an unsung hero, isn't he, Andy King, at times. Great ball for Okazaki for the second Leicester goal at White Hart Lane. Over half an hour gone. Not a lot to write home about so far. Clearly a game in which the opening goal will be very, very crucial. Gray. Inlet. Vasilevsky to Simpson. Dyer. Benalouan. Harry Kane is warming up. I don't think we'll be seeing him for some time. Lamela, the ball ricochets through to Shadley, Vara deflection, he's onside. Blocked by Vasilevsky. Wasn't really struck with any conviction. Son to Shadley. Wide by Bentaleb again, here's Walker. Nicely away by the Tunisian, Benalouan, signing from Atalanta in Italy in the summer. Carroll. It's a bit plodding from Spurs. Always better when they move the ball quicker. It's easier said than done against this Leicester side, who is so well drilled and disciplined. King away. Gray.
Not really helping themselves, Leicester. When they do win the ball back, they're trying to go to a shower far too early.
Son. Well played, Chilwell. Ericsson. Carroll. Again, it's Tom Carroll spreading it wide to Kyle Walker. Ericsson. Good block by Inlet. The ball didn't favour Drinkwater there. A lot of spin on it. Davis. Oh, what a good ball that is. But Lamela's header, well off target.
But just a perfect example of when you do get wide and you can get quality into the box, and people that are willing to make good runs, as Lamela does, as Shadley does, and you can go and attack something. And that was a lovely ball from Davis to go and attack. Just didn't quite get above it, Lamela. That's the sort of quality that Tottenham need when they keep getting these opportunities in wide areas.
8 goals this season for Lamela, 3 in the league, 5 in the Europa League. 10 minutes left of what has been a pretty tepid first half so far. Here goes Nasser Chadli, the Belgian. They say familiarity breeds contempt, and these two certainly know each other pretty well. They know their strengths and their weaknesses. Tackle there by Lamela. Here's Davis. He's put one good ball in just now. This one is headed away by Drinkwater. There's decent pressure from Tottenham. Can they keep it up? Carroll. Ambitious.
Well, Leicester will be happy as well. They won't mind Tottenham shooting from 30, 35 yards out. They'll feel Schmeichel can save them sorts of shots from Tom Carroll. And again, so far, you'd feel Leicester feeling quite comfortable. Schmeichel not having to have made a save. Leicester will feel they can still score on the counter-attack.
2 goals in 40 appearances for Spurs. Did score last season for Swansea. That did come in the FA Cup against Tranmere. But again, it's a rarity when he does hit the back of the net. Tempo from the original tie. First half of that one was played at a great pace, helped by those early goals. Here goes Son. Lamela. Difference between controlling the game and dominating the game. Tottenham are certainly controlling it, but they really haven't troubled Leicester too much in the final third. Could they do so here with Davis? Dyer helping out at the back.
Well, it's Groundhog Minute, let alone Groundhog Day at the moment. Just every single time this switch is on for Tottenham.
Walker. Past Chilwell, but easily away by Inlet. It's almost like an extra centre-back at times for Leicester in this first half. Joa. Chest trap allowed Walker in. Bentaleb, should I say. Decent ball by Carroll to Son. Oh, what a fabulous hit by Son! The first shot on target in the game, and it's a stunning goal to give Spurs the lead. Take a bow, Son Heung-min.
You have to say they deserve it. Like you say, they've controlled the game. They haven't been a threat until Son picks the ball up here. Ben Chilwell has to look at himself. I know he's a young man, but he needs to get closer to Son. When the ball, again, Leicester lose it. There's too much room in the middle of the park, but Ben Chilwell has to get closer. He allows Son to open up his body. And Schmeichel, who hasn't done anything all evening, I don't think he's expecting such a wonderful strike. Really just dip from Son. But Ben Chilwell's got to get closer. You don't like to see a goalkeeper beating at his near post either.
A first FA Cup goal for the South Korean. 5th for Spurs. He paid a lot of money, Mauricio Pochettino, for Son Heung-min. Around £20 million from Bayer Leverkusen, where he scored a lot of goals in the Bundesliga. And that's a great time for Spurs to score 5 minutes before half-time. Gray for Leicester.
Well, it really did follow the pattern of the half. Leicester winning the ball back, trying to play long quickly, losing the ball, and then being so narrow that Tottenham can make the most in wide areas. And this time, the quality certainly was there from Son.
Looking for Leo Ajoa. Well, no one in the middle thanking him for that attempt.
And when you're starved of service, like Ajoa has been, then you will take the odd chance and gamble with shots from outside the box, as he does there. The cross certainly was the better option. Desperate as he is to a chance at goal, he took the shot.
Well, we've said it time and time again, Leicester the experts at coming from behind, just as they did actually in the original tie. But if you look at the last 7 Premier League games where they've gone behind, they haven't lost any of them. Complaints, Claudio Ranieri. His side have been a bit passive here tonight. There's a long way to go though. Ajoa through the legs of Anthony Taylor to Dyer. Now Damari Gray. Plenty of blue shirts up here. He's got the ball in towards Dyer. What a good ball as well, and it's Wimmer who puts it behind for Leicester's first corner.
And that's what we want to see from Leicester. We want to see them breaking, using the quick wingers, and it was Damari Gray with a good bit of skill, but it was the other winger, Dyer, trying to bust his way into the box.
Well, he's had one free kick, which was disappointing, Gray. This is their first corner. Chance to put it into the dangerous area towards Vasilevsky. Missed it this time. Back in by Inlet. Cleared by Shadley as far as Drinkwater. Blocked by Carroll. Up goes Benalouan.
Well, that really would have been spooky to see Vasilevsky come up after a Tottenham lead and power a header in. They are dangerous from set plays. A lovely cross from Damari Gray from the corner.
Well, can Tottenham keep their lead until the half-time interval? That'll be bare minimum that Mauricio Pochettino demands. Eriksson looking to release Nasser Shadley. Here comes Schmeichel. And what a good decision. Very sharp turn of pace there. Eriksson. Again, look at the space down the right side for Walker. Oh, another great ball in. Shadley not able to get on the end of it, but you can't ask for much more than that kind of service.
No, they're struggling, Leicester. Look how narrow they are, allowing that space for Walker. And again, the delivery's really good. Nasser Chadley's got to do more for me. He's got to be diving in with his head to put them 2-0 up.
The minimum of 1 minute they've added on time at the end of this first half. Son. A bit of a giveaway there. One back swiftly by Bentelev. Carroll. We move into first half stoppage time. Oh, they're giving the ball away again. Leicester, it was Chilwell this time. Son. Great run from Son. And the deflection takes it behind for a corner. He's frustrated with himself.
Well, he looks sharp, doesn't he, in that attack. Ben Chilwell does enough this time. He doesn't commit the outside. Manages to get the block on, but Tottenham really ending the half strongly.
And this will be the final chance of the first half. Eriksson. And Kevin Wimmer is on the near post. There is a half-time whistle. And it's Song Hyun-min's goal that separates the sides. Really well-struck, dipping effort, which beat Kasper Schmeichel on his near post. Claudio Ranieri's side without a shot on target in a disappointing... for both of these clubs. The problem for Leicester is that they haven't even been creating the chances in that first half. They need to be a lot better in the second 45. It's the home side to get us underway in the second half. Okazaki, the man who's played 98 times for Japan, straight into the action. Right up there alongside Ajoa. Clearances by Carroll. Good a play by Yohan Benalouan. Well, there's no doubting this man's energy and skill levels. We saw that with the goal he scored at White Hart Lane. Made an immediate impact when he came on in the original tie. Here's Bentelev for Spurs. Shagley, put in by Benalouan. Walker to Eric Lamela. And straight away, Tottenham have a corner.
Well, Okazaki obviously coming on. But Leicester need to change mentally in this game. They need to be more brave. They need to be more direct and get players up alongside Ajoa. Otherwise, they'll let Tottenham.
Fifth corner for the home side, for the visitors, should I say. Easily away by Simpson. Ends up back with Vaughan. That certainly wasn't the plan. Poor Leicester were in that first half, and they were poor. There's only one goal in it, and change of shape. Crazy to rule them out. Dyer. Centre-backs for Tottenham weren't put under any pressure at all, really, in that first half. It's a very routine first half from Michel Vaughan. Great. Just kept it in there, did Walker.
Well, they did surprise me, Leicester, in that first half. I know that they like to counter-attack teams and not too worried about possession, but still, you're at home in front of a big crowd here. Who've turned out. Expected them to be a lot more attacking than they were in the away tie. Maybe this change will mean it will be more offensive.
Leicester lost just 2 of their last 30 in all competitions. Claudio Ranieri's side have won 17 of those 30. Only defeats came against Arsenal and Liverpool. It's a hugely impressive record. But he needs a little bit of inspiration in the second half here. Eriksson. Son, Eriksson. Well, he wouldn't be dispossessed, that's for sure. Walker to Son, the goal scorer. Little give and go with Lamela. It's Gray again helping out at the back. He's looking for Nathan Dyer, but it was a poor ball. And here's Carroll. Change to the pattern of play so far. Spurs don't have to force the issue here. Just wait for the opportunity to arise with patience. Lamela rather easily winning it back from Gray. Away by Chilwell. An inexperienced left side, isn't it, for Leicester City? Chilwell and Demarai Gray. Spurs looking to capitalise on that. Shadley. Oh, away from Chilwell twice. Behind by Benalouan.
Started with that confidence that they ended the first half with, Tottenham. Looking very, very comfortable and dangerous, again in wide areas. Sure that man will want them to be 2-0 up as quickly as possible.
Walker, Eriksson. And again it's Benalouan heading behind for another corner.
That was just a fantastic delivery from Eriksson, crying out to be attacked. It's a good defending from Johan Benalouan.
Seventh corner for Leicester. Again, Lamela in swinger. Met by Ajoa. It's back with Lamela. Eriksson. Home fans murmuring nervously here, sensing the very worst. Leicester managed to scramble it away. Back heel from Dyer. First chance for Okazaki. Ran out of turf. Oh, that's a poor clearance from Vaughan, which has given Leicester possession high up the pitch. And Chilwell with the throw. Retention really has been very, very disappointing. Davis. That is by Vasilevsky. Danny Simpson. Andy King onto the loose ball. Ajoa. Vasilevsky's header. Bentaleb went the wrong way. Okazaki to King. For Gray. Oh, good effort. And Dyer on the rebound. Can't put it away. Oh, first meaningful save the Formers had to make.
Wasn't it brilliant skill, though, from Demarai Gray? Again, because they've got two forwards on Leicester, they can cause confusion when it comes out to Demarai Gray. He doesn't really shift it, he just uses Kyle Walker as a shield almost and just bends it around him. Michel Vorm has to be at full stretch. First real threat, though, from Leicester.
Really good effort from the teenager. Joa. That's asking a lot of Simpson. A little bit of a signal of intent from Leicester. Daniel Levy there will be hoping that's not the case. He'd like to see his side into the next round of the FA Cup, particularly knowing there's a struggling League One side waiting in the next round. Well, could it be a trickier second half for Tottenham's goalkeeper?
I think this is what Leicester need to do, though. They need to start higher up the pitch, not let Tottenham play out from the back. Really squeeze up the pitch, and then if Tottenham do manage to play all the way through you, then fair enough, but need to put them on a bit more pressure, Tottenham.
And ball by Dyer. Nathan Dyer, that is. A bit more pressing height in the pitch from Leicester. More of that needed, and they've got the throw. King. Gray. Real buzz of excitement when he gets on the ball. Chilwell. Put it up in the air by Carroll. Comes to Dyer. Then Ajoa. King hoping to get on the end of it. Much, much better from Leicester. Here's Vasilevsky under pressure from Lamela. He's got options, Lamela, and he's chosen the wrong one. Went straight through the middle.
You can see what Christian Eriksen thinks of that. He felt he should have been laid in, but if he'd have just held it a fraction longer at Lamela. Son was making a brilliant run on his left-hand side.
That's the risk that Leicester will be taking. Devastating counter-attack here. Vasilevsky just couldn't cope with Lamela.
And Eriksen and Son makes a really good run, especially Son. If he just holds, you see, he would have been clean through on goal.
Inler with the free kick. Luan won it back, but can they capitalise Leicester? Chilwell. Backpedaling.
Luan with a little Cruyff flick to Chilwell, and again he's got to do better on his favoured left foot. But look, they really are pressing Leicester now, making it more difficult for Tottenham.
I think this is what we were expecting from the start of the game. The only good thing for the Foxes really is that it's only 1-0 and they're still very much in the tie. Another free kick here.
And again, that comes from pressing, and that's what they've done all season. They've made it difficult for teams to play out.
Great. Enjoying his home debut. He's got it out to Dyer. Great run by Dyer. Is there a final ball? In the end, just too close to a ball. We haven't seen him do that in the final third too much, Dyer.
Well, and you could just tell that Ben Davies didn't want to commit at all. He was on a yellow card.
There's Perez, Mauricio Pochettino's assistant, just going through what they want from Harry Kane. Something along the lines of stick ball in net, I'd imagine. don't need to see that on the tablet, do we? We saw the impact he made when he came on 11 days ago. Didn't touch the ball for the first 10 minutes, and then when he was needed, he stepped up and scored from 12 yards. Clinical penalty. We believe it'll be Eric Lamela who will be withdrawn. That's certainly a compliment to the way Leicester have started the second half. That's a giveaway by Son. Referee playing advantage, even though Dyer was fouled. Chilwell. Son went to ground rather easily. Anthony Taylor not interested in giving a free kick. Chilwell out to Simpson. Dyer. Dyer, crossing chance, instead it's Simpson. And the block is by Bentaleb. And this allows Mauricio Pochettino to make the change. 10 for 11. You can hear the chant from the Tottenham fans. Harry Kane is one of our own. We've heard that for the last couple of years. Former Leicester player, of course, Harry Kane. Had a loan spell here, helped the Foxes to the playoffs under Nigel Pearson. Heard him say last week he really didn't expect Harry Kane to develop as much as he has done. Not much of a welcome, was it, from the home fans? That loan spell a while ago now.
I think it just shows how important Pochettino thinks that second goal is, and I know he'll know that Tottenham will certainly have a few breakaways, and he's the man that can be clinical, put this game to bed for Tottenham.
Goals this season for Kane. Scored his 50th Spurs goal in the original tie in the last minute. Then scored another penalty against Sunderland at the weekend. Still only 22 years of age. Meanwhile, Leicester's own trump card remains very much in the warm-up stages. Out wide for Shadley. Eriksson. Pass Vasilevsky for Son. Harry Kane! Well, first touch forces a sprawling save from Schmeichel. Wasted no time in getting in on the action. To Kyle Walker. Son. Well, that's risky. Handler came back, but he's got the free kick. Straight away, Dean, he had a chance here. Harry Kane.
Well, and you could see they wanted to work it to him. Son straight away. And this is what Harry Kane does. He hits targets, he makes keepers make saves, and doesn't quite catch it as he'd want to, but certainly keeps Schmeichel guessing. And that's the threat that he brings.
Well, Mark Brighton coming on here for Danny Simpson. So it's not Jamie Vardy, the first man on for Leicester. Brighton, another one like Okazaki, who's just come on, who He's had an excellent season. Vardy still being held in reserve by Claudio Ranieri, who's made 2 of his 3 changes. Played in every Premier League game this season, Michael Brighton. Oh, that's a giveaway by Benalouan. Davis. Shadley. Scoops it out to Kyle Walker. Now Son. And again Son. Gets it back from Carroll. No one in white square. Okazaki. Big diagonal from Albrighton to Dyer. What a great first ball from Albrighton. Dyer's was a disappointing one, to say the least.
Nathan Dyer, use your pace, use your trickery. Go out a defender there, 3v3, real opportunity. Almost just gives it back to Tottenham. I'd love to have seen him go at Eric Dyer, try and take him on.
By Nathan Dyer. So Wimmer, who is advancing down the left wing. And there's another star performer. Looks like he's going to be coming on, Dele Alli. Hugely exciting young English talent who's really been given his chance at Spurs and grasped it with both hands. Chance here for Spurs, and Shadley takes it. 2-0 to Tottenham, and that could well put Spurs into round 4. A clinical finish from the Belgian.
And that's the second goal that Pochettino would have wanted for Tottenham. I'm not too sure we'll see Dele Alli now. As at 2-0, it's going to be a tough task for Leicester, and they've looked dangerous on the break, and with Harry Kane coming on, who's involved. It's a lovely pass though from Son, just a reverse pass. Shadley right on the last shoulder, makes a clever run, but it's a beautiful pass through the legs of Benalouan. And again, Schmeichel beaten at his near post, won't be happy. But Tottenham clinical once again once they get inside the box.
His first goal since August, when he struck a heavily deflected effort against Stoke City. A goal and an assist for Son. And a very well taken finish by Nasser Shadley. 2 months out after sustaining ankle ligament damage against Liverpool in October. Now Leicester need a response, and fast. They have a quarter of the game to go. Otherwise, if they can't find 2 goals, Claudio Ranieri's side heading out of the competition. Fine finish from the 26-year-old. His last away goal was in April. Eriksson had the chance to play Kane in there. A rare miscue. Great noise in the Tottenham fans. Sing a clap in these freezing temperatures just to keep warm, as well as supporting your team. And they have been turning that volume knob up to 11. pace tells its own story. As far as Leicester's performance tonight, they've been hugely disappointing.
Well, I think they've had their chance, obviously. Draw at White Hart Lane, bring you back to your home stadium. They just never really started on the front foot. They allowed Tottenham far too much of the ball, got their confidence high.
It's great. A goal back and suddenly the tie's alive again. Chilwell. Leicester throw. Chilwell again. Both strikers wanting it. It's too deep for either of them. Comes all the way through. Albrighton in. And Ojoa got something on it, but could not direct the ball goalwards. Just couldn't adjust his feet. And then that long diagonal finds Shadley. Eriksen. Gray. Need to take some risks now, Leicester City. They need a goal. King barged off the ball cynically by Dyer.
No, you're absolutely right, Gary. They do need to take a few risks. Albrighton, I'm sure, will bomb on down the right-hand side. Andy King will get forward. Yes, they're going to be vulnerable from the counter-attack, but it's either that or you're out of the FA Cup with a whimper.
Well, Inler did hit a free kick on target in the first half, but it was a very comfortable stop for Vaughan. What has he got in the locker here? Andy King there as well. Taking any chances, Tottenham with 5 men in the wall. King into that wall. Well, they'll take a corner. Only had one so far in the game. Less than 20 minutes to go. Spurs thoroughly meriting this 2-0 advantage. Albrighton with the free kick. Vasilevsky was in there, hooked away by Son. Albrighton gets it back from Vasilevsky. Now Dyer. And out by Walker. Imagine how the mood inside this stadium will change if Leicester do get a goal. Vasilevsky. Oh, here comes the Tottenham break with Harry Kane. Son up with him. And Kane goes for goal. Carried away by Schmeichel. He's helped out by Chilwell. Now the game's getting stretched. And it could be the perfect time to introduce Vardy. Gray. Oh, that was a bit short for Albrighton. Gray keeps it in. There was no matching the upper body strength there of Harry Kane. This was a good effort, wasn't it, from Harry Kane?
Well, Benalouan never really came across and offered that space to Harry Kane, and he certainly took it. It's a good save from Schmeichel down to his left.
Josh Onoma will be coming on here for Shadley. Started the original tie, Josh Onoma. Played very well as well. Just 18 years of age. And the huge cheer is because you-know-who is about to enter the fray. Jamie Vardy. And it'll be Nathan Dyer to come off. Well, he has just had the most spectacular of seasons, Jamie Vardy. Can he come up with another magical moment?
Well, if anyone can, he can, and they certainly believe he can. There's some story, though.
Just him coming on has given the fans a lift. Like Harry Kane, he has 15 goals this season. Pleased with his efforts as well, Shadley. And Davis having to put the ball down towards Harry Kane. Vasilevsky with a very clear foul on Harry Kane. Pochettino is probably saying, why on earth isn't that a booking?
And he would have a point as well. Vasilevsky knew exactly what he was doing. He knew Harry Kane had the pace on him. And he used his sizable frame just to basically barge Harry Kane out of the way.
Well, he's got away with that one, hasn't he? Marcin Vasilevsky. Quarter of an hour to play. Spurs cruising towards round 4 as things stand. Kane. Son. Carroll. Blocked by Chilwell. Brighton up to Ajoa. Noma. His strength from Kane. Now Son Heung-min. Deflection will take that behind for a corner. Spurs will be quite happy about that. And a really good performance from Tottenham. Probably even better than when they scored 4 at the weekend. They've totally dominated. Corner, the Spurs to be taken by Christian Eriksen. Schmeichel comes. Tip not to catch. Ventalev.
Another look at that lovely pass from Son. Nacer Chadli, one thing he didn't do was panic. He was calm. And he put Pochettino's team 2-0 up. Exactly what he would have wanted in this second half.
There wasn't even any particularly clever movement there from Chadli. Just stood still, as though invisible, and then made the quick dart and slotted it home. A forlorn task for Ranieri's side here. Spurs continuing to look for another goal. Ben Davis. Carroll. On Noma. Chilwell heads away. Just as well he did, because Harry Kane was some marks behind him. Still chasing every ball, Harry Kane, as he's done all season. Even with his side 2-0 to the good with 12 minutes left. as well this time. Gray. Ulloa. Gray inviting Okazaki to chase it, but he was offside.
He was doing his absolute best, Okazaki, to arch that run, but they've never really looked like troubling Tottenham all evening. Never really got going, Leicester, not like we know they can do.
Some fans heading for the exits, thinking that the FA Cup run is over. Leicester's next game is here against Stoke City at the weekend, and they've got a real tough run of fixtures, starting with Liverpool, then Manchester City. Chilwell. Hugely disappointing for the likes of Chilwell, who know that the FA Cup is their main chance for game time this season. Gray. Onoma heads away. Great strength from Harry Kane. Vardy might well be his first touch since coming on. Benalouin to bring it out from the back. We need something to happen soon, Leicester. To be honest, Spurs look very, very comfortable. Eriksen looking for Son. Kane on the right side, Onoma on the left, Eriksen behind Son. Of course, it is fluid. They will interchange. Okazaki to Vardy, good touch for Ulloa. Just couldn't pull it back for Vardy.
No, not a lot's gone for him this evening, Ulloa, and he was stretching right from the outset there. As soon as Vardy played that lovely reverse pass, he was stretching to control and then stretching for the cross. Didn't get a good contact on it.
It's the first time we've seen all three of the front men link up. A little later than advertised. Dele Alli coming on for Son. Not yet, though. Son, scorer of a marvellous goal to open the scoring for Spurs at the end of the first half. Making way and acknowledging the ovation from the Tottenham fans. Very hard-working display. Hasn't got everything right, but he's got a goal and an assist to his name.
Yeah, and that's what wins your matches. It's key moments in games, and it was a wonderful finish and almost an even better reverse pass for Chadley's goal.
And not a bad sub to bring on in his place. Dele Alli. Just 19, Ali. What a signing he's been from MK Dons. On Saturday he'll make his 30th appearance for Tottenham already. Surely more than he would have expected to have made at the start of the season. Albrighton. Over Ajoa. And Walker can get it back to Vaughan. Zaki, Kamara Gray. Well, he doesn't lack confidence, does he?
No, he certainly doesn't. There's only one thing in his mind as he drives inside, and that's to get a shot away. It wasn't a bad effort. It's kind of been Leicester's evening. Everything's just been okay without being any real threat to Vaughan's goal.
Well, he could go on to be a real folk hero for Leicester City. He fancied Dele Alli's chances in a barging match with Vasilevski. Leicester throw. Out by Wimmer. To throw it to for Albrighton. Ajoa. Benelou groans from the crowd as he has to go back to Schmeichel. Will it run through to Vardy here? Well, the bounce of the ball meant that he had to check his run.
That's the threat he possesses, though. If that ball had just bounced less, he'd have certainly beaten Dyer in a race.
Well, I wonder if he'd offered Ranieri either the victory in the cup tie or the 3 points in the league game, what he'd have taken. I suspect he would have probably have said we'll have the 3 points. Diagonal from Benelou didn't have enough on it. Well, that sums it up, doesn't it? Vasilevski hooking the ball straight into touch. Just over 30,000 inside the King Power Stadium. And they saw Son Heung-min score a cracker with 5 minutes until half-time. And then Son setting up Shadley, who finished brilliantly to make it 2-0. And it's no more than his side deserve. They have dominated from minute 1. Just worn Leicester down, really. Next up for them, a trip to Crystal Palace in the London derby on Saturday in the Premier League. show the depth of Tottenham's squad as well, doesn't it? 8 changes from the weekend, and they look very, very strong. That's why some people may scoff, but Tottenham very much title contenders in this zany Premier League season. 90th minute, Chilwell. All the way through, and Albrighton, great save. Well, that would have set up a grandstand finish. And then Albrighton committing the foul on Ali and getting a yellow card. Not quite the outcome he wanted.
No, but that was their half chance that they've had. Brilliant work from Chilwell, just stands it up to the back post. Albrighton does absolutely everything right, keeps his body shape well, beautiful contact, just straight at Michel Vorm.
Onoma. Kane. Oh, Schmeichel just holds on. So we're into 3 minutes of stoppage time. Tottenham with this 2-goal cushion, looking very, very comfortable. And they'll take that as well as Harry Kane is pushed over. Free kick. Good night's work for that man, who is very pleased with his efforts. He'll be delighted as well, because this has been an excellent victory. For Pochettino, it'll be 44 wins from 88 games in charge. Not bad at all. And exactly half his games. Exactly where they want it. Their management of the game has been excellent. A rare bad day at the office for Leicester City. Foul by Ali, but it's in the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Ajoa. I think that was probably going over, but Vorm wasn't taking any chances.
Well, they will try all the way till the end, Leicester. That's what they're all about. Character, resilience, and Ajoa showing that. Getting his head on the end of that Mark Albrighton delivery.
Albrighton's corner. Vasilevsky. Not much he could do with that. This could be the counter-attack that Spurs were looking for. Onoma, though, well challenged by Inlet. And Schmeichel had come forward, races back. There's the full-time whistle. And it's Tottenham Hotspur who advance into round 4 of the Emirates FA Cup. And Claudio Ranieri can have no...
So the 8-time FA Cup champions advance. They're the 13th Premier League team to move on. Next up for Tottenham at Colchester, Saturday, January 30th. Road fans enjoying this one. So Tottenham moves on. Right now over on